Hello, this is DJ Nocturna, and welcome to the show. We are charting the higher octave with one of the members of the duo from Brussels, Belgium, called Lovelorn Dolls. I have Kristell.
Hello,
Hello, how are you? And
I'm
I know
fine.
Bernard is not with you. You can't join us today, but just you. But
It will
thank
be
you
just
for
me.
thank you for joining me here on the show and doing this interview. So I know you have a you have a new album that's gonna be coming out. It's your fourth studio album, right? But
Yes.
you guys have a long history going back to what 2012 with your debut album, The House of Wonders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yes. Well, thank you for having me.
oh, you're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. And
Um,
I always do interviews in the early morning here in Hawaii. And
yes.
because it's always but it's always great. I mean, I touch, I'm so grateful for the internet, because it connects me with people. I couldn't do this if it wasn't for, for the internet, right?
Yes, it's so
I,
strange
it's funny how people how people used to do
to
interviews
talk
back
with
in the day.
you. No, funny
Peop-
to know that it's 8 a.m. for you.
I know, yeah, it's 8 o'clock, 8:06 right now. I'll be here. Yeah, I do interviews. I kind of wake up early. I wake up
Yes.
early. It's just because I have a day job. I have a regular job, so I have to get up early anyway. So I'm up even on weekends. I'm up early, no matter what time I sleep. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter. I could get 3 hours sleep and still be wide awake at just in time for 8 o'clock. Tell me a little bit about how you form the band with Bernard. How did it all started?
Well, we know each other since a long time because I had another band before Lovelorn Dolls, and we met during a concert.
Mm.
And then I left the band, and we started to work on projects of him, and we realized that we got along together very well. And so we decided to give it a try, and that's how Lovelorn Dolls started. We started with one song, and
Right,
then
right.
okay, we think it sounds good, so we'll try a second song, and so on and so on. And then we had the first demo, we will call it.
Yeah, yeah. So
And yeah.
so I know before you were called Lovelorn Dolls, it was just Lovelorn, right? Yeah, and then what made you want to change it to put dolls in the end of that?
Because when we digged on the internet, on Google, we saw that there was another band called Lovelorn.
Okay.
Not a very famous band, but it was a bit
Yeah, yeah.
annoying to have the same name. And also it's very geek what I'm going to say. uh, the word Lovelorn alone on Google, you can find anything about Lovelorn if you type it. So we needed to be more precise to be found on the internet.
Yeah.
So we thought we were going to add something to it. And in our visuals, we had a lot of little girls because I have a bit of an obsession with little girls.
Oh, yeah. Dolls.
And
Yeah.
so we thought about dolls. We
Yeah.
thought we are going to be, we can be the dolls, or maybe it's about the little girls who are in the visuals.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lovelorn Dolls.
No, it's great. It's a great name. And when I think of Lovelorn, I always think of something so passionate and deep, right? But also
It's also a song of Liv Christine from a theater of tragedy.
mm-hmm.
She has a song called Lovelorn.
Yeah.
Very beautiful song.
Yeah. But when I think of Lovelorn, I think of something that's just like is love is so powerful, but and then when something is wrong, it's even worse. It's almost like you're gonna die almost to that point.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I think of like such a passionate I have imagery that I see in my mind when I think of Lovelorn. Just the word Lovelorn, and when you put dolls in it, I'm like, whoa. It kind of the whole image is just it's very imaginative
Yes,
in that
I
regard.
am very imaginative.
Yeah, yeah. So I know after the first album, you have your second one, which is Japanese Robot Invasion.
Mhm.
So tell us about that album and how did that come about, and what was the inspiration behind the second album with that title as well?
Well, the title, it's Bernard who came with that title. Uh, I think he watched too much sci-fi movie at that time. uh, but I was immediately inspired because I'm also a fan of manga, of
Oh,
Japan, uh, of Comic Cons, and things like that. So I thought, yeah, it can be something with the dolls, Japanese dolls, robots. There's something nice that can came out of that. And that album is more electronic.
electronic bass, right?
Yes. So I thought it was a good title too because of the robots uh, words. Well, everything was fitting and was in place.
Yeah, and I love your covers, the album artwork. So what is the inspiration behind all the like that one is the Japanese Robot Invasion? Is there some looks like a cat or some octopus in the picture? Kind of like a mixture of what was the inspiration behind that one?
Well, for the first, no, for the three first albums, we had graphic designers working for us. So for that album, I had the title, I had the songs, I knew what I wanted, but I couldn't explain.
Uh-huh.
So I started to search on Google and on the internet to search for an image to try to explain. And then I uh, I saw that image on Google and I searched and I realized it was from a graphic designer who actually is very known in the business.
Uh-huh.
She already made a cover for Cradle of Filth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's called Natalie Shaw. And so I contacted her and I asked her if we could use that image for the cover of our album. And she said, okay, well, she told me it's an old image that I did some years ago. I'm not using it anymore. So yes, you can work with that
Oh, that's really
image.
good. Yeah.
So everything was in place again.
Oh, that's really
So
nice because a lot of people don't like to share things like that. So that's good. You were able to work with her.
yes,
Yeah.
we were very happy to work with her. So we could use that image, and it was the perfect image for that album.
Yeah, yeah, it really is. And
Yeah.
then the third album, which is called Darker Ages, which was released in 2018. It's a little different now, right? This is a different. It's not it's more of a photo, right?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
a photo. Yeah.
yeah. And I love this album actually. Can you explain that a little bit of that image? Why you switch off from a photograph image instead? And any reason or just
Again, it's I had a let's say I had a crush on a graphic designer, uh, which is called Alicia, uh, and I really liked what she was doing, and I saw that image again. I was in contact with her and I saw that image that she did, and we were working on the album, and I thought it really fits the mood of this album. So let's change and let's use that image. That's it.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about this album and what was the inspiration. I know it's a very cathartic, it's a very deep, intense album because it has a lot of darker meaning behind a lot of the things that was going on in Europe, right? With
Yeah.
with the Dead Sea, which I really really like that song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we like to talk about what's going on in the world and also in our private life. So, yes, Bernard went in a very bad period. He had a big depression.
Mhm.
And we talk about that too in the album. And then everything that was happening in Europe with, yeah, the attacks, the bombs, it was really a dark time.
Yeah, it was a
And
with the Dead Sea. The video is just wonderful too. Amazing
yeah,
video. Yeah.
well, actually, I wanted to use the cover arts and to animate the cover arts.
Uh-huh.
So on the cover arts, uh, you have the graphic designer Alicia. It's
Uh-huh.
her, and
Okay. Oh, really? Oh,
she
okay.
was posing herself. And so I asked her, "Can you learn the lyrics of that song?" And you take the same pose, but now it will be a video.
Oh.
I
Oh,
want to animate that cover. And she accepted. And yeah,
that's
it's
great.
nice. And yeah, the lyrics of Dead Sea are very powerful. And yeah, it's about sad subjects, but sad but true.
Yeah. So,
Because I remember, maybe you remember too, that when there was this news with the migrants who were
mm-hmm,
trying to cross the sea,
mm-hmm, yeah.
and they found that little boy of 3 years old, I think. Someone found that little boy dead on the beach. His name was Aiden.
Oh,
And I remember at that time, my boy was the same age.
oh. It touched
So
you a lot more.
yeah,
It touched you more closer to your heart.
I was really in shock to see that. And I decided that that song was going to be about the migrants trying to cross the seas. And I tried to put myself in their skin, uh,
Oh,
what they feel. So it's their point of view.
yeah. You really did go to that depth with that song.
Yeah.
You know, I know
Well,
that you took some time off, right? And you created this what do you call this? Your artist, different type of art that you went into the it's called Kristell In Wonderland.
yes.
It's a photography visual
Yes. I'm
project.
still busy with that.
Oh
Still
yeah, yeah.
busy. Yeah,
So
yeah.
talk about it a little bit. So what are you doing? Are you doing a lot of photography, shooting some artwork?
So yes, it's basically it's photography, but I use green screen
Uh-huh.
and then I do graphic design.
Oh.
So I have real models. It can be well, I started with little girls because, like I told you, I have an obsession with little girls. I started with my own daughter, by the way,
Oh yeah. So
and
is your daughter older now? She's still a little girl.
she's 13.
Okay, okay. Still a
And
little girl.
she's
It's still
bigger
you,
than
little
me,
girl. Yeah.
but she was 6 at that time.
Uh-huh.
So I started with her. I tried something out, and then I thought, yeah, well, I like it. It's good. I'm going to try with other models, but in the beginning, I was only working with little girls.
Uh-huh.
I think it's also because I didn't trust myself or my abilities, so I didn't want to work with adults. I think, uh, I didn't want I didn't want to be judged because I was not self-confident
Uh-huh.
about what I was doing. But then I saw that it was working, that the people liked it. So I take a model and I introduce him in another world full of creativity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. I wanted to always wanted to understand that a little bit. Uh,
Yeah. And I
you're
also have the chance to work here in Belgium. I work with famous singers.
uh-huh.
Uh, for example, we have the Eurovision in Belgium. You know Eurovision? It's
Um,
this big show in Europe.
oh, okay.
You know Eurovision? No?
Um, Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, it's a huge show followed by millions of people.
Hmm.
Uh, and you have all the European countries who are battling for the best song.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's almost
Okay.
like yeah, like what we have in America too. We have something like that.
Ah, you have something like that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Um,
are they like singers that are just competing with other singers? Is that what
yes.
oh, okay. It's like American Idol?
No, 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 no. It's not. It's already famous singers in their country, but
Oh, okay. Okay.
you know the band Maneskin, the Italian band Maneskin.
Yeah.
Uh, they were known via that show.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Wow, interesting.
So why am I talking about this? Because the singer that is representing our country, Belgium, posed for me some time ago. So yeah, it's
Oh.
nice. I have some famous singers, some writers, some stylists who are coming in my studio to pose.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So yeah, I'm having fun.
yeah. No, yeah, that's great. I'm glad you're doing other things besides, your music. You go out different projects.
Yes.
So, one of your most popular songs is called "Happy Valentine," and I know you created a video more recently, right? I think it was released sometime in February, in time for Valentine's Day, of course. Why did you decide to? I know this is a very important project because the proceeds to this, right, will go to a special cause. You want to talk about that?
Mhm. Yes, of course. Well, we wanted to celebrate the 10 years
Hmm.
anniversary of that song because
Yeah.
it was released in 2014. But at that time, we didn't have the means to make proper videos. So we don't have many videos from 10 years ago.
Mhm.
We only have one, which is called Purple. Uh, so we didn't really have the money or the funds to do that. Uh, and now that I have my studio, my photo studio,
Mhm.
uh, I thought maybe we can use it to do videos.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So actually, that video was made in my photo studio. Uh, it was made with green screen. Uh, and yeah, we are now having fun doing our own videos by ourselves. And we thought it was nice for the people to see us in action, to have more videos, so we can interact with the fans. They can see our faces. Because it's been a long time.
Yeah. So,
And
I know that if people wanted to go to your Bandcamp page, I don't know, is it for this particular song? All proceeds from the Bandcamp download for this song
yeah,
would go to Collective Against
yeah.
Family Violence and Exclusion. Yeah.
Yes, we are still collecting the money for the moment. And yes,
So
it will go.
can you
uh,
explain a little bit about that organization? Is that an organization? It's a Belgium association combating domestic violence.
yes, it's a Belgian association against violence against women and against their children. And they provide shelters
Mm.
and yeah, and help for these women. And why this association? It's because the song Happy Valentine, it's about violence against women. It talks about Valentine's Day going wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
uh,
great.
yeah.
A good song.
And well, it's not only on Valentine's Day, of course, we can. And yeah, I thought it was nice to do to make something meaningful.
Right, right. No, it's a great.
We
I'm glad
have,
you guys are doing that. And
yeah,
the I don't know if it's the video or I know it's produced, mixed and mastered by Max um
yeah,
Maryan.
yes,
Yeah, who's done other works with other bands as well.
yeah.
Yeah. So this latest album, which is I'm really looking forward to it, and I love the title, Deadtime Stories. Love that.
Yes, I love it too.
It kind of it kind of works with your dolls, you know,
Yes.
image and theme. Yeah, which is I mean, to me, a lot of the bedtime stories, right? The little um nursery rhymes, they are kind of dark,
Hmm.
sinister. I think
Yes.
a lot of them were created for adults. Really, I don't know why children get involved in listening to that, but there are a lot of them, especially German, bedtime stories or those kind of things. Like yeah, even the more popular ones like Mary, Mary, quite contrary. It's about Mary, Queen Mary, right? Bloody
Hmm.
Mary. Yeah, it's funny how they create these things. So in a way, it kind of works with your dead time stories.
Hmm.
Well, what is the
Yes.
dead? What is the nursery rhyme? You guys in Belgium, do you have? Is it the same kind of? Um, is it also very dark and sinister? You
Yes.
know,
Of course, we have the European tales are quite sinister. But the songs in on this album, uh, they all talk about death. Yeah, I know.
well, dead
Don't.
time stories.
don't- um, so I thought, why not make a concept album around death?
Yeah,
Uh, and the little dolls or little girls. And what do we do with little girls? We tell stories to little girls to sleep at night. But here, the little girls, they want to hear dark stories.
yeah.
So it's a bit that subject. And actually, it's also inspired by real life, because I used to be a teacher.
Oh,
And in my class, at one moment, it was some years ago, I had a little girl in my class. She was 8 or 9 years old, and she was very, very dark.
dark.
Yes,
Oh,
very dark. Uh, every time I was telling a story, and if there was a character who was dead, she was getting all excited. It's the truth. She was getting all excited, and she wanted to know how he died. She wanted all the details. How
oh.
did he die? Was there a lot of blood?
It sounds like me when I was a kid.
So I thought it
Uh,
always, yeah, it was
but
really nice.
I wonder if that little girl now is a goth, you know, goth. She loves goth music. She
I
must.
don't know, but I can tell you that she wrote to me 3 or 4 years later,
Yeah.
and she wanted to thank me because she thought I was the best teacher she ever had.
Oh, well, that's good. You inspired her. Yeah,
Yeah,
she probably listens to your music now.
maybe. Yeah,
Yeah. Did you tell her you're in
yeah,
the band?
yes.
Yeah.
All the kids knew I was in a band.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, must be a cool teacher. Because that's really good. I mean, you're giving the kids their imagination, their independence to think on their own, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was really open about that because maybe with another teacher they they wouldn't like
she'll
it.
feel
Or
she probably wouldn't be so relaxed. She's gonna say, "Oh, I don't
no,
want to listen to that. I don't want to watch that." If it
yeah,
was another teacher, but I think you gave her some little motivation, inspiration.
and she gave me some inspiration too.
Oh, yeah. So far, I know you released, and this is all on the label Alpha Matrix, right? Yeah.
Yes,
And you've been with that label for a while now, right? Ever since the beginning. Yeah.
yes,
And you released so far as Heart Cries, Dream World, and Beautiful Chaos, and from this latest album, Deadtime Stories, which is gonna be released on May 24th. We're looking forward to
mm-hmm.
the release on on Alpha Matrix and Spleen. So Spleen is another label.
No, actually, it's the sub label of Alpha Matrix.
Okay, okay, all right. So
It's more focused on dark wave, cold wave.
mhm, okay.
Yeah.
So this album is also mixed and produced by Max Maryan, right? Right,
Yes.
right. Okay. And we're looking forward to it. It's coming out on May 24th. And people can and you told me you're gonna release another single before the actual release?
No, we are going to release a single the same day than the release.
Oh, okay.
We
Okay.
have a brand new video
Oh,
that same
okay.
day. Yeah.
Can you say what song you're gonna release or not?
Yes, it will be Diary of Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's about 12 songs in the album, and I'm looking forward to I don't know what the others sound like, but I'm looking forward to it. I know you're keeping everybody in suspense.
Well, I can tell you it will be great.
Yeah. Well, now that we
We
know
hope,
the story behind it, yes.
yeah, we hope you will like it.
Yeah, I'm sure I will with that name, Dead Time Stories. I mean, it's a great play on word, actually, because it's really
Yeah.
true. Bedtime stories are dead time stories.
Mm-hmm.
It really is true because, like I said, nursery rhymes and things are really, I mean, they almost appear like they were made for adults, not children.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the history, right? Humpty
Yes.
Dumpty sat on the wall, all these whatever they may be. Mary had a little lamb. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. It's kind of violent. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, all the king's horses, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so yeah, we're looking forward to the album and big shout out to Shameless Promotion PR. How did you get in contact with Shauna?
Oh, well, I'm going to make some advertising. I was in contact with her because I'm on a Facebook group which is
Oh yeah.
called Sounds and Shadows.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Me too. Yeah.
Ah, you're on that group, and they were talking about her.
Oh, when was
In one
that?
of the, I don't know. Someone was searching for promotion
Ah,
for his own band,
uh-huh.
and I was also looking for promotions. So I wrote down a few names.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh, I
Yeah, I'm
decided to
also
work.
I'm also in
I
that group.
decided to work with Shauna.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are in that group. It's a big is it has a lot of activity going on in there, you know. And
Yes,
of course,
it's
big
really
shout
really
out.
nice.
Yeah, big shout out to
Yeah.
Ken
Yes.
Magman who runs
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's a really good platform, you know, for allowing people to express themselves and promote whatever they need to promote and express their music, which is a really good thing.
And it's really helping. You can find a lot of contacts.
Yeah, because everybody's in communication. I mean, I try to go on there as much as I can, but I'm so busy. But when I do, I see I may not see everything really quickly because a lot of people post things and then it goes down into the part, and then if you miss it, you miss it. But I'm so glad that he's able to continue. Some groups are not managed, which is hard because then
Mm-hmm.
nobody's talking, nobody communicates. But when you have somebody that's like somebody organizing the group and starting the conversation or responding to people, it makes the group easier for more people to come in and be a part of the group.
Well, I think it's a really interesting group. You really learn new things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, gosh, thank you so much for joining me and being a part of the doing this interview with me.
Thank you for having me.
I know you have a Bandcamp page, Lovelorn Dolls in Bandcamp, and your website is if somebody
Lovelorndolls.info.
okay, lovelorndolls.info. Okay, all right. Info. Okay. Let's see this.
Yes.
What I have here. All right. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I didn't know you were a teacher. I mean, there's a lot of things I didn't know, so thank you for sharing that. And
Well, yeah, I used to be a teacher. I'm not
okay.
anymore, but
Okay. You just do music now.
yes,
And you're based
mostly.
in and you're in Brussels and you're in Belgium, right? You're based in Belgium.
Yeah. Yes, in the capital of Europe, Brussels.
Yes. I have a friend there, John Mark Liederman.
Yeah, well, he's also my friend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you see him? You see him around over there?
Well, yeah, and he already came to
I
visit me to exhibitions, when I exhibit
oh,
my. He's coming with his wife to
yeah,
see my.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I was closer to everybody. Um, yeah, what was it? I think didn't he do he mixed one of your songs, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that. I can't remember the name of the song now, but I know he mixed it. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, best regards to you and congratulations on the new album. Looking forward to the release coming out
Okay.
very, very soon.
Thank you very much, and have a great day
Yeah, you
because your
too.
day is starting.
My day is rising and your day is setting, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's good to chat with you, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So that's Kristell from Lovelorn Dolls. All right.